I was thinking about my speech while sitting in the backyard one night, so I thought I would ask her what I should say. Her advice was just what I was looking for. Her face got very serious, and she pointed out into the yard and she said, "See dog poop, go around." In a metaphorical sense, this was perfect advice. The problem is, I figured using the word poop over and over again in a graduation speech may become horribly offensive after a few minutes, and despite the fact that it would appeal to my audience, especially Kevin and Bryce. My mom's here today, and I thought she didn't want to go and tell her friends that I gave a 15-minute speech about dog poop. So I had to go back to the drawing board. It was difficult to begin again, so I looked to the great speeches of the past for the right words. Most of you have heard the saying, we only remember 10% of what we read and 20% of what we hear. And if you haven't heard that, just smile and nod along, because everybody else has. When I think back to past commencement speeches, I would say that's relatively accurate, possibly even a bit gracious. Given that statistics show that you'll forget most of this, I decided to only include 20% new material in the speech, and I'm going to plagiarize the other 80%. As it is always imperative to work smarter and not harder. So 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, and because of those great men, I have a dream that you will all go west and grow up with the country. All right, well, Miss Johnson thinks that it's probably a bad idea to plagiarize a graduation speech. So I'm going to go with 98% original material and 2% quoted with MLA citations. So tomorrow, actually probably in about an hour, you're going to be asked the most annoying question you've ever been asked in your life. What's next? 2 simple words and 1 curvaceous punctuation point. As though 13 years of accomplishments were wiped slate clean and nothing before ever mattered. I'll be honest, nobody's asked me since high school, remember 11th grade when you wrote that really cool poem? Or remember when you aced AP physics even though everyone, including yourself, thought you would fail? Remember when you got that 1 award? 13 years of sweat, tears, sack lunches, vending machine lunches, borrowed paper, borrowed pencils, borrowed time, borrowed shoulders, awkward hair, awkward clothes, posters of Justin Bieber in your locker. Ashton, you know what I'm talking about. All replaced with 2 words, what's next? But here's the secret. We've come to solely associate commencement with graduation as though it means the completion. We think about its connotation and forget that denotation means to start or to begin. If you forgot this lesson from your high school days, denotation is the dictionary definition. And you can remember this since both words, denotation and dictionary start with D. The denotation of it, to start. Truthfully, to begin may be scary. Finishing something is easy, job complete, no more finito. But to start, well, it initiates the question, what's next? Because everyone wants to know what you may possibly be beginning. Let me give you a quick list of some of the things I have began since high school. Drawings, paintings, photography, sculptures, jewelry making, poems, slam poetry, novels, short stories, essays, a few blogs, singing lessons, guitar lessons, playing the keyboard with no lessons, drum lessons unofficially from Austin Elbow, a science degree, a pre-law degree, a bachelor's degree in English, a master's degree in English, studying for the LSAT, studying for the GRE, studying educational psychology, dance lessons, Tai Chi, yoga, softball. I said yoga, that was yoga. Softball, tennis, snowboarding, skiing, bowling, relationships, marriage, friendships, parenting, new jobs, new careers, and well, that's just the commencement of my list, as I could spend my entire speech on things I have commenced. I've commenced all of these things, and some I have stuck with. For example, education, softball, and of course, parenting. But some I have not. For example, making and selling hemp necklaces to college kids for $10 so that I could buy music written by Inksfield artists like Alanis Morissette lost its appeal when I quit wearing Burberry socks. And there are some things I plan to start. A PhD, another novel, a new blog, friendships, traveling with family, driving a minivan, starting organizations, and volunteering more. And that list goes on also. And there are some things I plan to never start. Eating Rocky Mountain oysters.